When Daniel and Luke Mancuso lost their mum in a shocking domestic violence incident, it tore their whole world apart. But in the midst of tragedy, a bright ray of light began shining through. The Greek grandmother who lived next door.
Yiayia started regular deliveries of her delicious homemade food, sending it right over the garden fence. Wow. When the boys started posting about her generosity online, it became one of the most shared stories on social media. It's beautiful.
Now, Dan and Luke are paying it forward in a brand new cookbook, sharing some of Yiayia's most mouth-watering recipes and urging Aussies to spread kindness and connect with their neighbours through food. It's a beautiful message.
It really is. We're excited to have Daniel and Luke join us in the studio. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you. We're so excited
Likewise.
that you're here. You're going to show us how to make some of Yiayia's favourite biscuits,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
From the new book.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about here?
Yeah, so it's obviously, you know, very sweet biscuit, heaps of butter, but it's one of me and Daniel's favourite biscuits. Don't crucify us, but kourabiethes. Kourabiethes, I think. Otherwise, we just call them
moon biscuits.
Moon biscuits. Because you're of Italian heritage, and Yiayia, of course, is Greek. So there we go. What goes in this mix?
All right, so we got pretty much 250 grams of unsalted butter, which you can see me sort of getting right in there. And then we've got vanilla sugar. So we got 1 teaspoon of that.
Yiayia's at home watching this, right?
Yeah, so got to make sure everything goes to plan.
Pressure's on, boys.
We've got 1 cup of icing sugar, so I'll get that all in there and mix it up. And yeah, so me and Daniel usually have this with a coffee as well too, which is good.
But they come over the fence usually, don't they?
Yeah, we got Uber Eats right next door.
Uber fence.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so we mix all that up.
Mix it all up, yep.
And then we get to the important bit, right? We've got to get the moon shape for the moon biscuits.
So
Does that have to go in? The flour?
Oh yeah, I'm just going to mix this in first, and then Daniel can do that.
Yeah, so we fast forward to there.
So then we've got the all the dough set up, and you just use a cutter or a coffee cup if you don't have one.
Yeah.
And you just slice those into moon biscuits as a shape of half shape.
That's it?
That's it. And then you just pat that down, and we've prepared those earlier for you.
Oh,
thank you.
So, yeah, you just
television boys. Very good.
pat them down, and then you just put them in the oven, and you leave them into the golden brown, and then put some icing sugar on after that. That's all finished.
Right. Yeah, you're okay with what's going on here?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I know, your moon's not quite as moon-like as the ones you prepared.
No, they expand once they're
they
done.
expand. Okay. Yiayia's had such a huge and positive impact on your life. What was the feeling like when the food first started appearing over the fence?
Yeah, I mean, for us it was everything because, you know, we moved into the house where we lost Mum. So it was obviously, you know, a place where we didn't really hold much positivity after she left us, sadly. But with having Yiayia next door and that, you know, that extra, you know, support and love, you know, right there, it made that transition of living in that house so much easier.
It's so simple, but it's so beautiful, guys.
Yeah.
You first went viral after sharing the videos in 2019. Why do you think so many people connected with this straight away?
I just think now more than ever we all need, I guess, a really strong community, especially during COVID. And I think a lot more people through that got to know their neighbours, and we're just hoping, like, you know, because without Yiayia's help we wouldn't have had closure today. So we just want to showcase that anyone could be that person and really make an impact on people's lives.
Now we need to explain. We're seeing, you know, the top of her head, the back of her head, just the hands coming over the fence. Her, you know, she's very private, isn't she? So you keep who she is exactly a secret by her wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why is that?
Obviously, it started once we started the videos, and that it was, you know, upon her request that she, you know, it was a secret. But
well, she's doing it out of the kindness of her heart.
Exactly,
she doesn't
right.
want accolades for it.
Yeah,
which
exactly
is
right.
Beautiful.
But it actually, you know, it makes everything so much more beautiful because, you know, we want to drive that message that anyone can be that person. Doesn't matter, you know, your age or where you're from or anything like that. So I feel like, you know, the secret is a beautiful secret to have.
Yeah, what does she think about your newfound fame? I mean, she's watching you now on the telly with the book, with all her recipes. How does she feel about it?
She doesn't see what the fuss is all about. She's just cooking for her 2 grandkids, as she always says, and yeah, she's just... We're all astounded of how, you know, how successful the book's doing so far. It's currently #1 cookbook in Australia at the moment, which is mind-boggling. But yeah, we're just grateful that everyone's showing their support for us.
And they are her actual recipes?
Yeah, so there's
so they'd be really good ones.
Yiayia's recipes and also community recipes from our followers.
Beautiful.
Great. And some of the proceeds go back to something very close to your heart, right?
Yeah, so we're luckily been ambassadors with Australian Childhood Foundation, and they work with children and families experiencing family violence. So yeah, a portion of the proceeds will go to them, and hopefully, you know, the more money we can raise, the more difference we can make and help people that have gone through similar situations as us. So.
Oh, beautiful. This is what they look like when they're finished.
Yeah.
Daniel and Luke, it's such a beautiful story. Thank you for coming on and sharing it
pleasure.
today.
Let's try and pronounce it one more time.
Kourabiethes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be very
And hi, Yiayia. You're watching. You'll be watching at home. The bickies are amazing. I may have had a little sample before the segment. Thank you, boys. You can find the full recipe over on our website, and make sure you pick up a copy. It's called Yiayia Next Door by Daniel and Luke Mancuso with Yiayia, and it is out now.
So just confirming, Kylie, that's the trick to test before you're on TV?
Yeah. What? Why?
No, because it's so yummy.
Yeah, it's so yummy.